Wow, 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 wow.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? You see, there's no excuse for you not pushing yourself to the next level. In order for you to create a new you must have a new mindset. When teams come together, we can create things that are greater than the sum of all of their parts. Good morning and welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to seven, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Hashtag Rise and Grind. I love it. I love it because it's a motto of mine. When your feet hit the floor, you better be moving. But his show is live at 5:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. His goal is to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. This video asks people to watch the show. I'm asking you to watch the show for motivation, for education, and for inspiration. And there'll be some celebrity guest interviews on Fridays. Good luck, Glenn. God bless you. And we're on the same page.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? That was Ray Lewis giving us the shout out here on hashtag Rise and Grind. Super excited. What's up, Carter Myers? How are you, sir? Great to see you. Today is Thursday, August 6th, 2020. That's right. It's Thursday, August 6th, 2020. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Thursday, August 6th, 2020. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most of this absolutely incredible, incredible day. What's up, Casey Rossiter? Great to see you. Does he know Will Smith? Emily Galler says he does know Will Smith, but we're not quite that tight yet. But we're getting closer, Emily. We are getting closer. Will Smith will be on our show one day. I promise it's gonna happen. Listen, it's been a very powerful week. Powerful week for me, hopefully a powerful week for you. This camera's kind of not where I want it, but that's all right. We'll get over it, right? It's been kind of a powerful week. It's been a really busy week for me. Yeah, that's right, Mike Stevens, Ray Lewis. It's been a busy week. We launched hashtag Rise and Grind Elite Mastermind Group, and that has been incredible. The launch has been amazing. The response from people has been incredible. As a matter of fact, we actually crashed the website one day. We crashed the website with all of the people going there and checking that out. If you haven't done so yet, I highly suggest you come join us, RiseAndGrindElite.com. We're going to do a mastermind where we get to come together 2 hours a week, an hour early on Monday, an hour later in the afternoon on Wednesday for different time zones, different people's schedules. And basically, we're going to come together. We're going to lift each other up. We're going to encourage each other. You know the philosophy. We rise, evolve, and impact together. So it's just a group of superhumans that are investing in themselves, that we're going to spend time helping each other achieve our goals, helping each other continue to grow our network and expand, holding each other accountable. It's going to be amazing. So it's only $49 a month to be a part of that. 2 hours a week plus the private Facebook group. I really suggest you go to hashtag Rise and Grind Elite, or it's not hashtag, but just RiseAndGrindElite.com and join us. Also, this week we've been launching the Scale with Speed Automotive Academy, which is crazy. It's a crazy combination of Judge Graham, Matt Monero, myself, pouring into some dealers, 2-day workshop style. And we're going to have some fun. Let me give you an idea of what that kind of looks like. In between all of the training, we're going to have some fun like this.
Was that thing wild? Yeah. Come and do it with us. Come on. Come on. Fully automatic indoors in Texas. Come on. Be our friend. Be our friend.
They do things a little differently over there in Texas. They do things big. That place is phenomenal, the Texas Gun Exchange. So we're going to spend 2 days there, September 9th and 10th. If you need more information on that, please just let me know. But we launched that. We also are enrolling right now for our 800% Club, which is where we work with owners and general managers of dealerships all across the country, bring them together in a group that holds each other accountable with strategies and lifts everybody up. So we're enrolling for that. That'll launch on September 1st. So we've got Rise and Grind Elite, we've got SWS Academy, we've got 800% Club, we got all these things going on. Plus we've been doing a bunch of podcasts and stuff this week. I was on Skylar Lewis's show yesterday, which was absolutely incredible. If you didn't catch that interview, you can find it on official Glenn Lundy at my official Facebook page. That interview was phenomenal. The team has been giving away a bunch of free gear and stuff over on Instagram. So if you're not following us over on Instagram, make sure you go do that for some free gear. We also launched the new hashtag Rise and Grind with Glenn Lundy podcast, so you can download that anywhere podcasts are available. And for those of you that are listening on podcasts right now, thank you for tuning in. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you drop a review and let people know that the podcast exists. So we've got the Scale with Speed, the 800% Club, hashtag Rise and Grind Elite, doing all the different interviews that we've done all week. The new podcast has been released, and I've been doing massive research for my trainings with Carter Myers Automotive Group, the Furman Group, my current 800% clubs, and then for this incredible show called hashtag Rise and Grind, where I get to spend time with you guys. Now, I share this not to brag or anything like that. I share all these things with you in hopes to inspire you. I hope to inspire you that during this season that we are in right now, right? This season is one where you get to choose. You literally get to choose what this season looks like for you. So quarantine and isolation and the things that are going on in this season around us, it ultimately can destroy people, or it can chisel away at the fat and ultimately create a masterpiece that is within you. You see, the choice is yours. The question is, how do we ensure that we make the right choice, right? I think that everyone that's watching this show, everyone that's listening on the podcast, I think that everyone agrees we want that choice, right? We want the one where we choose for this season to create a masterpiece out of us. That's what we want. But how do we ensure we make that right choice? Well, I'm going to share some stories with you today. Some stories of isolation, some stories of quarantine, and some of the choices that some people made in those situations to ultimately guarantee and ensure that you make a choice that is productive and that is transformative through this incredible season. First, before you do though, or before we dive into all that, I need you to do me a favor. Grab your hashtag Rise and Grind planner if you've got one. If you haven't got one, feel free to go to glennlundy.com. We've got a few left, not many, but we have a few. But if you grab your hashtag Rise and Grind planner, if you pop right there at the top, there's a quote every single day in the planner. And that quote is submitted by a Rise and Grind member. It's what I love about this group is ultimately you guys come together in so many powerful ways. It's incredible. And one of the ways is you all submitted quotes. We put those at the top of the planner, and your quotes inspire me and thousands of other people across the country every single day. So I appreciate that. If you go to the top of today, in the planner, there's a quote by a guy named Nathan Linville. I know Nathan Linville really well. He lives over Cynthiana, just outside of Paris, Kentucky. Really good guy. And Nathan, the quote at the top says, "To he who much is given, much is required." And when I read that quote this morning, I thought, man, there's so much truth. What's up, Carrie Lynn Carter? Great to see you. I thought, man, there's so much truth to that. You know, as we are building all these different things like the Rise and Grind Elite, the 800% Club, the Southwest, our Scale with Speed, Gun Experience, doing the giveaways, doing the podcast, and, all the things, building the show, all of those things, I thought, man, I've been given so much. I've been given so much. I've been blessed with so many opportunities from a guy who used to one day was homeless, right? Was completely homeless. I spent a season of my life invisible, depressed, suicidal. And to go from that to here we are now, we're building all of these things and all these ways to connect and all these ways to serve and all these ways to help people level up in so many different areas and all these opportunities for growth and this platform and the message and the connections with Janelle Griego and Nathaniel Banks and Amy Bricker and Vicky Everett and Brad Smith and John Coltonborn and a guy like Skyler who I was on his show yesterday. I just am so mind blown at the opportunities that God has allowed in my life. I'm so mind blown that people actually want to listen to what I have to say. I'm so mind blown that people actually see me, right? It's mind blowing. What a gift. What a blessing. And so I thought about that this morning. To he who much is given, much is required. And I'll be honest with you, I've been fighting a sinus infection. I don't feel 100%, right? I don't feel 100%, but there's no way. There's no way I would miss this. There's no way I would miss this opportunity. There's no way I would miss this time with you. There's no way I would trade all of the things that we're doing. It's so impactful. It's so powerful, right? And so I want to challenge you this morning. I want you to know, it doesn't get any easier. And I hope that you didn't at some point think that it did. Success is a multi-layered onion. It really is. It's a multi-layered onion, and each peel exposes another layer that ultimately you didn't even know existed. It's amazing. And that alone is why, what's up, Jeff Baker? Great to see you. That alone is why a lot of people will taste success. Great to see you, Dwayne. A lot of people will taste success, but there's very few that hold on to it. And see, I believe that you're one of those few. As a matter of fact, I know it. I know that you're one of those few that understands that to he who much is given, much is required. So that's why you wake up early. That's why you join me. That's why you pop on here, hashtag Rise and Grind. That's why people think you're crazy, right? That's why you join groups like the Mastermind Elite, the 800% Club. You go to those events. You do all of those things because you're such a unique gift. You understand that with each layer is another layer, and you, like me, are always going to show up. And so I just want to celebrate that with you this morning, all right? Because that's a rare treat. That is a rare gift. What you have and what we share is rare, man. That's not what's going on out there. That's not how most people react. That's not it. You're such a unique gift. I'm so excited that I get to run with you. So I want to celebrate that this morning. We'll celebrate with a little bit of dancing, right? Every day, we got to get the body moving. Got to get the body moving. Got to get the heart pumping. We got to get the blood flowing. If you're out there running, you know what to do. Come on, maybe do a little spin. You can be out there running, people looking at you, and just start dancing, right? Just start dancing your way around. You can do that. Maybe you're at home. do a little dancing. But for those of you that know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. If you haven't done so already, hit that share button, if you would, please. If you're listening on the podcast, hit the subscribe button. Drop in a comment. Let people know that we're here. It's also the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you. I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, say what's up. I'll say what's up back. What's up, Whitney Wells? I do appreciate you. What's up, Anita Falker Hill? How you doing, Valerie Christine? What's up, Mike Stevens, Emily Galler, Liza Myers-Borges? She just did a spin on her run. I love it. What's up, Heather Parody? Sarah Ball, quite surprised to have access this morning. What up, girl? Great to see you. What's up, Mike Stevens, Michael Mills, Don Sankey, Mr. Mike Oberfeld. Hope you had a great day yesterday. First day over there at Carter Myers. Casey Rossiter making his way over to Tampa, Florida to join the Furman group. Way to go, Casey Rossiter. What's up, Kimberly Hatfield, Mr. Jeremy Noling? We got Jim Royal up in here. Robert Migliaccio, I believe I'm getting that right. What's up, Danielle Rose? Thanks for the stars, Terry LaPierre. I really appreciate that. Farm Girl Kim Wilson. I feel like I've been missing you for some reason. I feel like I miss you. It's great to see you. What's up, Kim Fair? How are you? Brian Edlin just joined the hashtag Rise and Grind Elite Group, which is going to be dope. What's up, Tina Kelly Overfelt, Gail Beecraft, Jeff Baker, great to see you. Jesse I Can Sparkman, Danny Miller's up in here. Melvin Rodriguez, Eric Burns, also an Elite member. What's up, Pam Biddle? How you doing? Brad Smith, everybody's up in here this morning. John Paul Guidry, my dude. Oh, and we also have Alex Flores. Alex, I was on the phone with Alex yesterday. Dude, I was just talking about what a gift it is, right? What a blessing and an opportunity that we have, that God took us, guys like you and I, took us from the streets, took us from the pits, and brought us to where we are today. Great to see you, dude. Ryan Smith, Scott Simon, David Ullery, man, I'm seeing some peeps up in here I haven't seen in a while. Great to see you. Let's dive in today on hashtag Rise and Grind.
Rise and Grind, it's Heather Parody, and I thought it would be really fun, a little ironic, to do our chats this week all about quarantine, being trapped while I'm trapped in a car. I'm trapped! Help me! I'm on a road trip right now. I'm traveling, or just got back from Atlanta, and Atlanta is about 2.5 hours from me. And when COVID is not going on, in normal life, I'm in Atlanta at least once a week. So the drive is very normal to me. It's something that I do all the time, and I just got to do it again. I was working on a project with someone, and when I was there, they made this statement like, oh man, you have to travel. You have to travel all this way. That's what a sacrifice. Now, if any of you guys have children, you got your businesses, you're crazy busy all the time, you never get time to yourself, getting alone in the car for a few hours is a gift from the Lord. Praise Him. So I am self-quarantining myself in this car by choice, you know? And I told her, I said, yeah, but the thing that I'm always asking for and wanting, more time to myself, getting to listen to more podcasts, time to think, silence, praise Him, you know, those things are available to me through this quote, quote, inconvenience. And isn't it funny how something can either look like an inconvenience or it can be reframed as a gift? It's all how we look at it. And so this week with quarantine, this idea of being quarantined in, I want us to remember, and this is myself included, to remember what we've been wishing for. Remember what we always complain about. I wish I had more time with the kids. I wish I wasn't so busy. I wish that I got to do some of my own projects. Maybe I don't like this job. I don't like this career. I need a shift. Well, you want to talk about a shift? 2020. 2020 has been the greatest shift of my lifetime, which I know I'm not old, but I've never experienced anything like this. And I think that you can say the same thing. And we need a disruption. Sometimes our lives need to be disrupted. And disruption isn't always fun. It's not always convenient. It's not always wrapped in a package that we would choose. But we have the option of seeing it as the gift that it is. And maybe this is a catalyst for something else to come. Maybe this is a gift. Maybe this long road trip that I'm on that other people would see as a task is a gift for me to be with myself for a moment and think, am I on the right path? Am I doing the right things? Am I treating my husband the way that I want to treat him, or my kids the way that I want to treat them? Am I showing up for myself the way I want to? Until we pause and sometimes force ourselves to look at these things in our lives, life goes by so fast, you know? And we look up and we're somewhere we never thought we would be, right? Well,
Jose Salvador Alvarenga. This guy goes on a fishing trip with a buddy. He's a fisherman. He goes out. He sets everything up. He's got a motorboat. He's got a refrigerator size cooler. And he goes out on a fishing trip. He doesn't go with the guy that he normally goes with. He goes with a new guy. And while they're out there, a storm hits, right? They're out there in the ocean, and a storm hits. And the storm, like, basically knocks them around and knocks them off course, right? It knocks them like 5 hours off course or something like that, way off course. And so they get knocked off course. The storm, something like happens, and the storm is so strong that it like kills their engine. Certain components of their engine get killed. So they lose power. They don't have any paddles or anything. They lose power. It's just the two of them. They're out in the middle of the ocean. They got to call in to land, like, hey, we're in trouble. But then they lost all radio. They lost all of that. So fast forward, these two guys, they drift. They drift out there in the ocean for about 4 months. After 4 months, Jose's looking over at his buddy that they've been on this. Think about that. They've been on this boat for 4 months. He looks over at his buddy, and his buddy's kind of like giving up. So his buddy's like, you know what, dude? I'm not doing this anymore. And his buddy starts to refuse to eat. You see, the whole time they were living off of turtles that they were catching by hand, jellyfish that they were catching by hand. They even ate a couple small sharks that they were able to catch by hand. They had lost all their gear at one point in the storm when they were trying to maneuver everything. They just got rid of all the weight on the boat to try to remove the boat. So they had an entire refrigerator full of fish they had caught. They dumped it over. They dumped their poles. They dumped everything. So they were just floating adrift, catching things by hand. Every once in a while, they would see trash float by, and they would grab it, and there would be some food in the trash floating by in the ocean. 4 months. After 4 months, Jose's partner decided he wasn't going to eat anymore. He didn't want to do it. So he refused to eat, and ultimately he passed away. The only thing he asked Jose was, hey, Jose, please don't eat my body after I'm gone. So Jose spent 6 days keeping this body on the boat, still talking to it for 6 days, until he realized he was kind of going crazy talking to a dead body, and ultimately poured it out into the ocean, leaving himself alone in the boat for another 10 months. Think about that. Jose was in this boat for 14 months. 14 months of isolation, 14 months of catching food by hand, 14 months adrift at sea in a tiny little boat. He even said he would see cruisers like off in the distance, but he could never signal them to let them know that he was there. Ultimately, he saw land after 14 months. He got out of the boat, he swam over, climbed up on the land, rolled up on the beach, and was found by some people laying there naked with a knife, screaming things in Spanish that they couldn't understand. 14 months. He said he had all kinds of thoughts of suicide, and his actual quote after they brought him back to land and discovered his story and nursed him back to health, he said, "I suffered hunger, thirst, extreme loneliness, and did not take my own life. You only get one chance to live. You should appreciate it." Yesterday, I was on the phone with my dear friend Talal. We had a really good conversation about this very same thing. Talal went to college in Lebanon, about 2 miles away from where the port explosion happened 2 days ago. And a lot of his friends, he lost a lot of his friends and people he was close to in that. And as we were talking yesterday, Talal was asking me, he was like, "Glenn, do you truly appreciate it? Like, do you truly appreciate the fact that you have one amazing life and opportunity, and you live in the greatest country in the world?" He wanted to know, like, "Glenn, are you truly expanding to maximize this opportunity that you have?" And Talal himself wants to do nothing more than to expand and maximize the opportunity he has. One, that's it. We get one. I know that it can be tough. I know this life can be tough. I totally get that, right? But we get one. Yesterday, he told me that he's been to many different countries. He lost friends in this particular event 2 days ago. He went to college 2 miles from that port. And he said, "Glenn, there's nothing like living in America." He said, "Dude, yeah, it's a crazy season, right? It's a crazy season we're going through. Like the quarantine, the isolation, so on and so forth." He says, "Yeah, that's crazy." He's like, "But dude, you need to take that with a grain of salt, man. Like, it's a beautiful existence here. The United States of America, we have no idea how blessed we are. One life. Are you appreciating it?" This is Ricky Mcgee. Ricky Mcgee was ultimately abducted. His car broke down on the highway over in Australia, and he was abducted at that point and taken out into the outback desert and left for dead. Well, he got up and walked barefoot for 10 days across like blistering heat and sand that was like burning his feet. He walked for 10 days before he found a place to like camp out by a dam. And so he camped out by this dam and he bunkered down for 71 days. 71 days. Living off of frogs, lizards, leeches, and grasshoppers. He ultimately lost more than half of his body weight. He went from 223 pounds to 100 pounds in 71 days. Turns out this dam where he had bunkered down was actually a part of a rancher's land, a rancher that had hundreds or thousands, tens of thousands of acres. And some ranch hands found him, this skeleton walking out in the outback. And they brought him in and they nursed him back to health. And here were his words. He said, "Always keep your mind active. Don't be afraid to try something new, even if it might not work. And never abandon your faith in fellow man." We're talking about a guy that was abducted and left for dead. But he has an appreciation for life. And he's gone on to do big things. He lives in Dubai now. He's a best-selling author. He owns a big construction company. He's done some amazing things with his life. So this morning, I just want to challenge you. You got one life. That's it. We get one. And we need to appreciate it. And we can get lost and distracted by the division that's going on. And lost and distracted by the inconveniences that are associated with this particular season. But like we read yesterday in the planner, this too shall pass. You see, you have to understand that the God of the universe, the God that made you, specifically, he has a plan. He has a divine plan that by design, you play an important role in. As a child of God, the God of the universe, as a child of God, the decisions you make today ultimately matter. They make an impact on your friends, on your family members, on your coworkers. You showing up here today and watching this show has made an impact on me. That's for real. That's legit. That's not just talk. You think I just show up here, sinus infection and all? You think I just like show up because I just enjoy it? Like, I mean, I do enjoy it, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm here because of you, because you made a decision to invest in me. And so you impact my life. You impact other people's lives with every single decision. What type of decisions are you making right now during this season? You have an incredible opportunity. You have one life. Appreciate it. Child of God, my brother, my sister, I freaking love you, man. If nobody's told you that yet today, or nobody's told you that recently, I want you to know I absolutely stinking love you. So go out there and attack. You choose. You make the choice. Be positive. Stay positive. Take action. Appreciate the life that we have. And go out there and make the best of it. Listen, if you need more videos like this, you can go to glennlundy.com. That's right. You can go to glennlundy.com. If you haven't done so already and you want to run with me, join the hashtag Rise and Grind Elite Mastermind group at riseandgrindelite.com. If you're listening on the podcast, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Drop your comments below so that I know you're there. But most importantly, do me a favor. Come back here again tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. because we're going to do this all over again on hashtag Rise and Grind. Have an incredible day.
Good morning, all my people for the sunrise. Stepped into my greatness, feeling powerful and energized. Thankful to be alive. Hashtag blessed. Write my mission, vision, values, and my gratitude list. I'm building up momentum. I'm making good decisions. I rise, I grind, I get it. Ain't no doubt that I'm committed. Cause who really loses if I don't win? Can't cheat the grind, only get what you put in. So I'm mastering my mentals. I'm focused on my physical. I'm developing spiritually and manifesting miracles. I'm gonna get it started, have a party in the morning, and I'ma wake the world is so alarming. I hashtag rise and grind, hashtag rise and grind. First thing on my mind, early in the morning time. Daily motivation, feeling so divine. Waking up the nation, hashtag rise and grind, hashtag rise and grind, grind, grind. Hashtag rise and grind, grind, grind. Hashtag rise and grind, grind, grind.
Rise and grind. I love it. I love it because it's a motto of mine. When your feet hit the floor, you better be moving. But his show is live at 5:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. His goal is to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. This video asks people to watch the show. I'm asking you to watch the show for motivation, for education, and for inspiration. And there'll be some celebrity guest interviews on Fridays. Good luck, Glenn. God bless you. And we're on the same page.